like, what is just happened? Have I just like, am I just like, have I have I just been born? It's like a total like flow of just spontaneous, unexpected, and it's just what you want to ride on. It's like a wave, you know. You just want to get on that wave and just keep waving, like, you know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it is like this. It's like a wave. It just comes, and then you just take it, and then you take it again, and then take it again, and you take it again.
Mm.
And I do want to honor something, yeah, because it's to be acknowledged. To have laughter is one of the best things you can possibly have with others, with yourself, but also with others. Yeah. And yeah, it's just like, it doesn't have to be anything. It's just laughter, you know? Mm. And for me, that is the best thing. I love to laugh, but to be able to laugh with others and have interest that you can bring up laughter, you know, and just laugh. It's just enjoyable. It's just a lot of fun.
Mm. Wobbles, wiggles, giggles.
Yeah, yes, right? Mm.
Laughter, yes, it is a big part of it. Mm. It was a question I read in a book I was working. It's like, how often did your parents laugh?
Hey, there's it. Wow, you're on something now. Right, correct. Yes. Yeah, we didn't, you know, that's so interesting that you bring that up, hey? I can see myself in my living room now. And when I say in my home, childhood living room, yeah? And that's what I love with Craig saying on the end of our session yesterday, we're breathing life into future memories, yeah? Because I am like changed the trajectory of my life because of this, yeah? And and my parents, yeah, they just they had they're so troubled. They were so troubled. They couldn't see any laughter. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of troubles. And how I longed for that, just to laugh, you know, find something that we could just laugh about, you know, joke or make a joke, something just to make humor. Yeah. Once in a while. Yeah. And, you know, I just want to say it's nothing personal. It's just the laughter was not a laughter of having fun. The laughter was humiliation. It was the opposite. And it stole my joy to laugh. And that does change a person and how you interact, and how I used to just realize that, yeah, outside your home, people are laughing. People are having fun. It's like, it's not the world. The world is, you know, it's not. And that, I think, it's really interesting that I can get to laugh now with others and make and breathe into future memories, because this is how I want to live my life.
You know, that's interesting because there were many, many moments I had growing up when a bunch of us would be rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, many moments. In fact, my dad was like that. He was very quiet. And what he would kind of do is he'd kind of soak up the environment, and then he'd drop a bomb. Like he would crack a joke or say something. Like when he said it, he got full impact out of it, and it would just have everybody just laughing their guts out. So he didn't say much, but when he said something, it was really, 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 really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Mom was like that too. But yeah. There was always a lot to laugh about. All that kind of stuff. Like my parents were crazy. My mom was only 20 years older than me.
Unbelievable,
Dad was only 23. Yeah. My mom had 4 kids before she was 23 years old.
Oh, you see, you know what? Wow, that is just
And
like
I'm
she's a
oldest.
baby.
Well, yeah.
She
It
was
was
a
like
baby.
I grew up with baby parents. Yeah.
You sure did, eh?
And so I was just. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of this. Kind of consider all this. Today would have been my mom's 84th birthday.
Wow.
85th. She would have been 85 today.
Wow. Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
A happy birthday. Yeah. Isn't that lovely?
There was a lot of things. Thank you for the reminder today. Like honoring what we're doing here, because there was one thing that came to me just while you were talking this too. Something what's really interesting to me is we've made a game.
Yes, that's
out of this, out of what we're doing every day. We've made a game out of it.
Yes. Yes.
And to me that's magical.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking,
really
I was wondering where that came from, and then you mentioned parents and laughter and that kind of stuff, and well, here's another thing too. You guys aren't going to believe this, but
I believe
my parents used to make out in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, I love it.
When we were little kids, like Dad would give Mom a hickey. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So
and that kind of thing. And
because that's what they do.
I mean, that's just the way they were. And they really had one of those weird love-hate relationships. On top of that as well. So I saw all that modeled and and kind of had to sort it out on my own. But there was a time also where my mom's, there was one winter when my mom's mom and dad actually lived with us. So I had these grandparents that were around, and I've talked about my mom's mom before, and when I look back and considered her, I mean, she modeled what it was to be a contemplative metaphysical mystic to me. It was, and man, oh man, what a heritage all that stuff is.
Right.
To actually live with that for a while.
Yeah.
And my uncle lived with us too. I think that was that same year. It would have been like 1962 or something like that. And and spending Christmases together and all that kind of thing. we're a
Nice.
we're a really big deal. So
Yeah, of course.
there's a there's a lot of influence and impact, you know, that those kind of things growing up had. And you know, a lot of good times, and we we played a lot of games together, and a lot of times we had to you know, put a bunch of tables in tandem in order to have enough places to sit at Christmas time.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
oh, and here's another funky thing too, is Grandpa had a movie camera, an 8mm movie camera. And so a lot of my childhood, a lot of those memories are actually on film right now.
Wow. Yeah.
So and converted to DVD, so that's kind of cool too. So
Cool.
you know, that kind of stuff. It's no surprise that I ended up working in movies.
Right.
You know, because I was exposed to that
when
I was very young.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
You know, when they came to visit, we always had a movie night. It was like, it was a given. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the whole thing about laughter. In fact, spontaneous laughter is something that I've inserted into meetings with other people that I've been at.
Yes. Yeah.
They said, okay, what, you know, when they say something like, well, what's your ending comments? And I'll just break out in laughter. And they go, oh, that's a really good way to end the meeting.
Yeah. Isn't it? It really is. Yeah.
You know, and this is really, really simple, and it's really, really cheap. And it's really, really nonverbal.
Yeah, that's it. But there's so much to take in when that happens, you know. It's you feel the shift, and you feel the release, and you feel all these feelings of spontaneous, like things that you never thought was gonna be possible, and it's possible because you're allowing you're actually allowing your heart to feel. I think this is what makes me laugh, when I can feel it in my heart, and then I can just let it expand and then express it in a laughter. And I noticed that yesterday after the call, I was laughing a lot because there's so much so much, that only I could really comprehend. I couldn't understand what was happening. You know, when it happens, it's happening, but it's so much that it's like, wow. I really love where I am with that, because, you know, I can now bring joy to myself.
Yeah, you know what I just got? Oh, this is good. This is really, really good. Laughter is allowing the potential inside me to express itself.
Totally. That's it. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a hummingbird that's just hanging beside me right now.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so really appropriate.
Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Hummingbird. I mean, who would know the hummingbird? I mean,
hello.
Hello there. Hello, welcome. Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
That's right. Welcome. Fly like a bird. That's what I say. Fly like a bird. Yeah. Yeah, it's childlike, you know, it's childlike memories of, you know, realizing when I go through anything now, I it's this wonder of just creating and evolving and growing at the same time. and being who I'm choosing to be. And I think this is where letting go of the old identities, the old, letting go of the old and bringing in the new. So then you can also, I hear it, gorgeous, just gorgeous,
Yeah,
isn't it? Just gorgeous. Oh, music to my ears, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
it is.
and everything just becomes magnified. It becomes what it is, and it just brings it into your present time right now. And no matter if you didn't laugh or you couldn't laugh or you had a hard time to laugh or there was nothing to laugh, you get to be now, you get to laugh. I got to tell you, there's so much happening. It's beyond my understanding right now, but it's coming, and I'm putting it in an energy bubble because I want to come with knowing that it's all about growing here, and I know it sounds a little like, no, not little, but this, when you're experiencing it for the first time, it feels like it is, like you said, it's raw. It's like, feels like the first time. It's like so innocent that it's like, and it's like you still have to receive it, give it to yourself. Like everything right now once was just something I wrote down. Yeah. And I would just love. And then, I took action to it. Because we always say we have a mindset, but we actually, we have focus, but we actually, it's a verb. It's a focus of doing it, applying it. You can take a verb and take a now into a verb.
Yeah.
So it's the now in the present, but the verb is the action of you receiving that now by it's to me, that's very interesting.
Another thing that's going on too, and and I know laughter is going to be a huge part of this as well.
Yeah.
But we're developing ways to bring many people into this same experience that we're having right now. And I don't know what that looks like, but I know that's kind of where the general direction that our daily morning sessions are going. That's
Absolutely.
where this masterclass is going. Ways to share it, and ways to have so many other people experience this. Or experience life this way.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really is. It wow. Now we are like what I said this morning. Earth is a place where souls get to evolve. Are you willing to grow?
Yeah.
Right. And when people, for example, when you learn anything, or you look at anything that you go, oh, I would like that, and this is where I think where it starts, because it has to start from somewhere. The 2 points, it has to start somewhere, and this is a real creation of starting revolution mindset, the focus, just everything, just bringing it in.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and to me, learning is one of the best things I would never think I was a learner, but I love the fact that that's really what sparks me. Yeah. As I'm learning, I'm just continually evolving, continually growing, because like you said yesterday, it doesn't stop. We're continually evolving, constantly, every single moment, every day. And now it becomes like, yeah, what's next? And what's next? What's next? Want more of that? No, I don't want more. No, thank you. I want more of that.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah. No, thank you. No,
no,
thank you. I want more of this.
thank you. I want more of this. So this is where everybody can relate to, because maybe you don't know, but when you're in an environment, when you go, oh no, I had enough of that. Thanks. I've been there. Got the t-shirt. I like this. Thank you. I like that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where it catches on. That's what's contagious, when people can really know, because they know, oh, you know what came up for me? Oh, this is beautiful. I didn't share it yesterday because it came very late, but I thought I could share it today. And what came to me is, what you really want is you. So transcription. So what feel that. So it says,
yeah, feel
what you really want is already within you. What you really want is I made it into a song. Okay, so just go with this. I'm trying to write songs because I love it so much. So let it go. So what you really want is already within you, and what you really want is already within you. What you really want is already within you. It's hidden behind the eyes. Behind you can see. We all are spending so much time looking at everything else outside of us, wondering if that be the thing that the joy and the freedom of expression, of authenticity and true life. It's not a job, it's not a place, it's not land, and it's certainly and it's not a certain about of an income. It's right here. Yeah. I'm still working on it. It's not land. It's not a certain amount.
Yeah.
Of income.
Yeah. There's
See,
a lot.
It's not a land. It's not a certain. It's not a. It's not the land. It's not a certain amount of income. That we spoke yesterday about. Yeah. But it's right here. It's right here, because you are one step. One step, one decision close to where you want to be. It's got nothing to do with anything. Then it's all in you.
Yeah.
And to tap into, and to be able to tap into that, I think it's a great invitation to really discover you.
I like to vision it this way. Deep in the bottom of my heart, there is a trap door that opens to a whole new world that I can't even imagine.
Oh, come on, Daisy.
But it's inside. It's in there.
Yeah.
Already.
Can you feel it? 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 That's what I say. Do. I hear that. Yeah. And I'm tapping into that here. I'm giving myself permission to tap into that. Yeah. Because I closed it off. Unconsciously, I did. I closed it off.
Well, all of us have.
Yeah, I really did. And it showed in every aspect and every way in my human being experience. But I'm really glad that I took note of my heart. And now I can to be here and I can't tell you, it's just, I can just tell you what I'm telling you, that it's like, just like, what is that? 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 And then I ask myself, what is it? Like everything, from anything, from a thought, from a memory, from a what we discuss, what we, what I want to continue, what I want to put my focus on. It's just like, it's just now. Like yesterday's gone, eh? Like it's, I don't think, because it's gone. And now I come again. So it's like every day is fresh. For me, it's fresh, like clean slate.
That is creating future memory.
Oh my God. It is like the most epic feeling. If I could ever think about my childhood in my little room, thinking about this is what it is. This feeling. Creating, just imagining in my imagine how it could be in my little imagination world. And I really did imagine, because it was chaos there. It was real chaos. Talk about chaos. And I got into that, and I just allowed it to just, and now that I look back, I see how those moments of me going into my imagination, how it's taking me to where I am now. Yeah. So that's what I'm very grateful.
There's only two things we can do. And everything is inside of those.
Oh, my Lord, thank you. God Almighty, you're answering my prayer now, because this is it. Yeah. You see, this is it. Like, it's just, I love the fact that when you said yesterday how we got to speak it out, we got to speak it out. We got to, speak it out, because as we speak it out, it releases and unleashes everything.
Yes.
And not even knowing that we can just tell the story, whatever it was, but it's nothing on us anymore. It's just that we can allow it to be what it was. And now we get to choose, yes, and what could this, that, boom, boom, boom. All the possibilities. What could we choose today? Like, honestly, it's like, that was, so I gotta tell you, so I'm just open now, man. I gotta tell you, I'm an open book. Because I'm rewriting my story. I've always wanted to do that. I never thought it was ever possible. I'm really rewriting my story. Like the people that I have and I'm associating with is something that I've always said for years. Who you associate is who you become. Hello. So it really does it makes an impact in a person's life. Huge impact. And to have your happiness, your joy, your peace within yourself that you can generate and you can just be, nothing internal or external or whatever, material, whatever. It's this.
Hey, this just popped into right now, Nikki. Do you have Chris's book?
Yes.
Read chapter 7 today after you get off the call. Chapter 7.
Okay. Cool. I will.
Yeah, I started yesterday. I picked up that book.
Are you saying
I started reading it. I started reading it back to front.
What do you mean? What do you mean chapter 7?
Chapter 7 in Chris's book.
Yeah, but it says chapter 7. Its introduction is 19. What are you talking? Where is this? Where is that 7? It's
chapter
at the
7
bottom?
is, I think it's about true choices.
Yeah, but go down to the bottom of the book and here's the numbers. So what is chapter 7? What does that mean?
Chapter
Oh, hang
7
on.
of Chris's book.
Hang on. I got it.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah.
Listen. No, wait. Listen. Hang on now. Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on now. Okay.
Yeah, for some reason I picked up that book yesterday and I started reading it back to front.
Oh, I got it, Craig. It's on the
Instead of front to
context.
back.
That's what you mean. Hello
Yeah.
there. Context 7, 2 choices, 185.
Yeah,
Two
there's a lot of
choices.
things in there about the power of listening.
Really, hey?
That I thought you would find quite quite significant today.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, mm-hmm.
You know, and just take your time with it too.
Oh yeah, I will. And thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So tying into
thank you very much
choices,
for that. Yeah.
tying into choices, into future memories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's only two things we have. If we're the two things, thinking of the structure, right? It's thinking and feeling. Two things we have. And I was watching with my son Troy had to do watch an autobiography for school. And so he chose Bowling for Columbine, Michael Moore movie about the Columbine shooting. And they went to they were pointing, everyone was pointing to like why did it happen? And Michael Moore interviewed Marilyn Manson because he was one of the pointed to people who was responsible. And Marilyn Manson, as he's known as, was able to give what he thought. And his reason was, I think he says it's fear and consumption. That is huge. That is thinking, like that is a thought and a feeling. That is a want and a feeling. And he's saying, as like Michael Moore pulled apart, why is there so many shootings in the United States compared to all the other places in the world? And one of the consensus that he came to was, well, like he pointed to, he like points out threads. And in one of the threads was where media, where stories, where television, right, is expanding, perpetuating fear. And in that fear drives consumerism, consumption. And it just had me think about like the want. Like if we think about it, we're thinking, what do we want? That's the choice, right? Those are the choices. And that want is driven by the feeling. But in our society, we don't put them, they're out of order, it seems. And so in a society that is promoting, speaking about, amplifying fear, as the emotion drives what we want. So just thinking about the two things, like what do we want? To me, want is words. It's choices. They can be ideas, they can be concepts, they can be creation. It's so many things. It's like I haven't found a good word for it. And in that structure, it's like, what do we want? Because if you think about want is always ahead of where we are.
Mm-hmm. And it's also lack.
That's future memory.
Yeah, it's a lack. Yeah, it's so powerful.
Our default.
We know something's there, but we can't find it.
Yeah, and our default, Nikki, is lack. The default is a lackness.
Yes, I agree. I've been pondering on that. Yeah, I have really been looking into the choices and what I want, because where and how we manifest is the choices that we're choosing to see the end result, being it, knowing that it's done already. So when we go into I want, it's like saying the something still needs to come, you know? And so I find it funny that we're bringing up the choice, because this is where it starts. It's the choosing of, what you're choosing and going into that choice. Like, health and fertility, as we say, it's for everybody, not for some people. We all can choose to have health and fertility, yeah? And we can take the obvious action steps to do that, but also to be able to first come with the choice to choose it. It's the choice, it's choosing. Just like that guy, he chose to do something from the opposite of what he's, to hurt, to bring harm. It's also his choice. You know what I mean? It's like this is where, this is where you have to see that in a very clear understanding of that is where you want to place your unconscious and say, what am I choosing? Because otherwise we just all over the place.
Yes. We're lost.
We lost, man. We lost. We are all over the place.
And the result of lost, chaos all over the place is, what is the feeling? What is the feeling of that?
Oh, so much frustration, confusion,
anger,
anger, just so like, there's no meaning, there's no substance.
Yeah.
In my prayers every day. Don't forget.
So I really the power of choice, that's what is the verb. To me, that's become a verb now. Because once I bring it into that, I say my awareness, because I have to bring it into my awareness, into my present, and say, what am I choosing now? And how do I choose to feel? Because to feel, for me, is I used to always have to feel for others.
Yes.
Till I could give it to myself.
And what that's like that's your past memory, right?
That's my past memory. That's it.
That was your structure of
That's the
how
structure. Yes.
you made sense. You
Of my world.
uniquely made sense of your world. You structured your
That's
world
it.
that way.
I structured my world like that. And how smart was I? How smart was I? Because I'm still alive. And that's not a joke when I tell you that. I'm not telling you a joke now. I'm telling you seriously. That's pure genius.
Yeah,
Just let
honoring
me tell
that.
you, oh my God, if I could tell you, but I'm not. I can just let you say that I'm still here and I'm breathing and I'm alive. And I tell myself that every day. Thank you, God, I'm still breathing and I'm still alive, because I could have been dead multiple times. And I'm not talking just once in a while, like multiple times. Yeah. Wow.
You know, and the choice point's actually deeper than that. The choice point is, okay, this showed up. How do I want to relate to that now?
I don't. But
that's the choice. How do I actually want to relate to this now?
Isn't
that what just came up? Okay, is it going to be different, or am I gonna keep the pattern? Okay, or am I gonna, you know what I mean? Am I gonna
stay the victim? Stay the victim?
Well, no, not even stay the victim, but am I going to engage with it or not?
Yeah.
Am I going to fight with it? Am I going to am I going to acknowledge it as part of my experience and find the value in it?
Is it? Find the value in it.
Yeah.
Take the good out of it. Just take what was good.
Because the pattern I was in was that I engage, I become part of everything that shows up. I interact with everything that shows up. And I finally realized that I don't have to engage with that at all. You know, I had thought that I had to engage with it or it would overpower me. But I've discovered that I don't have to engage with it at all. You know, I mean, that's the real choice.
Let's use the example of fear.
Yeah.
Right? Fear, we engage in it. We focus on it. We do everything we can. Fear owns us when we allow it.
Yeah, it's where we put attention to it. You know, it's funny that you say that, because when I say funny, you know what I mean by that, right? Because I am observing what I'm saying here, because it's important not to watch my words, but I am going to put it into this knowing that what you just said now, because what if it works out? You know, this whole concept of always looking at the worst scenario. I mean, it's just logical that we go there. We just go there all the time, because it's like almost like a program. Oh, be careful, you this and this, and when you're hearing it through your life, you know. Don't make mistakes, don't make failures, don't this, don't that, and all that, you know. So you're always looking at the worst scenario, like, oh, what if I try this, what happened? Oh, and then you go through experience where maybe you were laughed at, ridiculed, and mocked or teased, you know. And you go, yeah, but you must remember that was maybe 15, 20 years ago. It's not now. You're different now. There's every experience. You're different now. You're a different person.
Yeah.
You experienced it. You survived it. Let's put it like that. So that's where you can now. So good to look at that, because to go and take the obvious action steps, because it does take steps. Fear does stop you. It's like a stop sign. It immediately goes into you and go up, stop where you are. Who do you think you are? Stop. And it's like you got to constantly remind yourself, no, this is what I'm choosing. I'm choosing it.
But that's what the fear does. The fear is a
And that's
signal
what
that
fear-
reminds you. It's the
Constantly.
fear is the signal.
Oh,
that
God
reminds you.
Almighty. Yeah,
It
it's
says
like a stop streak.
here, take a look at me.
Oh my God. It's like a stop
That's why
streak.
it's
You know,
there.
like,
Yes,
yeah, it's like a robot.
It is. It's a stop sign, a roadblock.
Freaking robot. I tell you. I witnessed that the other day, hey, and I said, yeah, you, Mr. Fear. I see that. You ain't gonna come near me today. I ain't gonna have you around me. Thank you very much. I actually had conversation, and I said, no, not today. Today, you're gonna take the back seat, and even if I'm whatever, however it comes out, I ain't gonna, because the failure, oh my God, you weren't allowed to fail. So that failure for me stopped me because I didn't want to fail in my eyes of my father, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it was the expectation of what he expected from me, you know? Yeah.
And even just doing that is failure.
Yes, exactly.
So when you say you see how funny it is, it's like, yes, I do. I see how silly it is, because we think we're doing the best thing.
The right thing. Yeah. Yeah. So it is that unknown now. You go into the unknown. You don't have to know. You just see it for what it is, and then say, okay, and if it didn't work out, you try again and again and again. And now I've come to the conclusion that I'm not here to just do it right and then say, okay, that's it. I'm doing it wrong. I'm actually going to do it wrong. I've decided that. I'm going to do it wrong till I get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm relearning, I'm reprogramming, and I'm just I'm going to do a lot of, that's what I've decided. That I really decided that I'm going to continue doing wrong till I get it right.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't give me the stop signs anymore. And even if I have it in my body, that freezes me, because it does freeze me. I freeze, you know. But I realize I've had it always within me, yeah. Because I now, even being with both of you, my vocabulary, my focus on exploring, reading more, and you know how many years I have gone through lessons and private lessons and spend money on my literacy, and I'm not afraid of saying that anymore, because whatever it was something that has brought me to where I am now. So whatever I had to learn, and to think that I learned it unconsciously or consciously, to know that now, look what now I can learn. Look what now I can be. Yeah. And no matter whatever, what I was exposed to, I get to really say, it's never too late, hey? Never too late. And all these choices that I have made, and I've had to make them alone, and that's okay. I'm not a martyr, but I was, because I had to do it alone, hey? I did not have the support. And honestly, I didn't. And so for me to say, I feel different. I am different. I mean, I'm observing myself being what I've always wanted to be. Having to focus and read like what I'm doing now. I mean, who would have known? So many people. And how many times have I ever have I always said how much I love books, you know? I love words.
I feel different.
I do. And it's like, yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like, and I'm engaging with, you know, and finding it so humorous and fun and enjoyable that I can be with people that can take me further, because it's what I've chosen my whole life. I have chosen this my whole life.
I feel different. It's like, oh,
I
it's
do.
like yeah.
I do feel different.
And why? Or how?
Yeah.
How would you explain that to someone else that is unaware that's what they want? How would you explain that to someone that's gripped by fear?
Oh, yeah. What comes up for me is the environment. It really is your environment. Yeah. Where you're placing your attention, where you place your time, what you're focusing on, who you spending your time with. You spending your time with. I had to stay away from a lot of things, from a lot of places, from a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was alone. I did not go to the party. I'm just saying straight up, I did not go to the party. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to stay, I stayed home. I slept alone. Yeah? You understand?
You were changing past habits.
Come on now. Come on.
You were
it.
Changing old structures to make
That's
room for new structures.
There's it. And not even knowing when I was in the process of doing that, because I felt like an alien.
Yes.
Like, what is wrong with me? But you know what? I had to continue that because I knew in my heart, like I actually knew if I do go there, I'm going to backslide.
Yeah.
I'm going to go backwards. I'm not going forwards here. And then I'm just going to be one of them. And I didn't want to be one of them. It didn't inspire me to be one of them. No, it didn't. And so I had to stay home.
And that made you uncomfortable. That made you uncomfortable, it sounds like.
It made me sad because I was alone in a way of feeling, I could easily do that. You know, it's nothing, but it meant something, and it meant everything to me. So that's why I decided to choose to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed home for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And so what I hear with that is like, rather than avoiding this fear, right, or getting into it even, and it's not really a fear, but it was more of a feeling, right? You engaged in with it. You stepped into it. You went with it. You experienced. You were allowed yourself to experience. So that you allowed yourself to experience something different.
Yeah. And I also knew how I wanted to feel. That's another thing. I'm just saying,
and feeling. You knew what you wanted and how you wanted to feel. And we have to look for that. It's like, our piano is not in tune if we haven't been playing it.
There you go. Yep.
And that's what we're afraid of, is to sit down and try and play our piano. We want to play someone else's piano.
There's it. Yeah.
The truth is, before you're done tuning the piano, it's already going out of tune. part of it on some
it's
just the way it is.
But that's the advanced.
Can't
That's
tune
the
all the strings
advanced
at
stage.
once, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So all
and
these
that's my
steps,
point. We haven't even practiced playing the fucking piano. So how can
I
we
love.
tune it? So how can we tune it?
Come on, that's it. That's right. Now we're talking. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, we're on something here. This is I got it. Yeah. Ooh, I just
And
got it.
it fine tunes itself as you play it as well.
Yes. At the and
I feel it now. It's releasing.
When it's out of tune, it can be scary. It can be. It feels something different, and we're afraid to feel something different.
There's it. Yes.
Yet we want something different.
That's it. And it's in that moment, that where you are there. Yeah. To sit with it, because it's a lot. It's pulling out everything, of making new memories, making new structure, making everything new, yeah. Seeing it for what it is, for what you, it's so good. Yeah. Light, not weighing it too heavily, just have it light. It's a really, really enjoyable to work on that, as I would say, work with it like a muscle,
Oh, look at the size of that little baby.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello, guys.
Hi,
Ellie. Welcome.
Oh, I'm just looking at a brand new baby, and he's tiny, he's gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Honestly, I love babies.
I love babies too.
Oh,
yeah, I really do.
However, I'm just leaving work. I just wanted to jump in and just quickly say hi, and I'll be driving, so I probably won't be able to talk too much, but I just wanted to jump in and see how everyone's doing.
Yeah.
And
we're vibing on new vibes, on new like everything.
Loving it.
Welcome to the new world, baby. That's what I gotta say. Welcome to the new world.
New beginnings.
Revolution. Evolution. Let's go.
Revolution. Where's Joe?
Yeah. Jojo is somewhere, but right now this is where we are, and where we are is where everyone, because this is where we're putting our vibes to.
I love
this
it.
is where we're putting our attention to, and allowing to have this feeling. Yeah.
That is the focus today, is we're just looking at something and the feeling of that. And so it's those two things, something and the feeling. So it's like your example of it was something. It's like you put your focus on this baby, and it allowed you to feel something. That's it. It's just awareness to it. It happens so spontaneous, so automatic, so much in the patterns that we step over it, we step through it, we don't acknowledge it. We're unaware as a majority of people. And it is all that we have. Something triggers a feeling.
Feeling of joy.
But it's not always. It's not, and yes, for you it is. For someone else, it's different.
Yeah. And that's why when you go down as we say, go down to the birth line of where you were as a baby, you could only take on what you were sensing and what you were feeling. There was no words, there's no language.
That's right.
Yes. So this spontaneous feeling that you felt, you perceived, and how you were going through in allowing to know what is that. Yeah.
Yes.
And so now this is the innocence of it. Yeah. Where it like this is spontaneous, because you think, oh, it's just a beautiful baby, how cute, but it's now you can put words to it. Mm-hmm. Isn't it beautiful, the language that can come into it, the language. Yeah. So this is why how we see things and how we can express things now that is from the heart of true desire of what we're choosing. We can now just know that this is how we want to feel. This is what a feeling is.
So I know not everyone can talk.
Exactly, is it?
I wonder if everyone can feel.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a very good one. Oh, this is such a good one. That's so good. Because most times we don't even know what we're feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's so layered, like you said, so much layers. But when you really can feel, and feel that it brings that joy, and you can express it with your words, like Ali's expressing the baby, seeing the baby, and to be able to just vocal, it's just so much more powerful to be able to witness, to see, to feel, and then express.
And as we look at that structure, as Ali's like, so this is how we get trapped in something out there gives it to us, right? So what Ali says is, as she looks at that baby then boils up joy inside of her.
Yes.
So we begin to think like, and be sold to that, that out there gives me the joy.
It
is like, wow. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna process that, because wow. Yeah. You see, this is the releasing. This is the releasing.
But where is the joy really?
Oh, yes. It's in you.
Is it out there?
No, it's in you. It's in you. This is what's releasing right now. I'm releasing so much. And that feeling for me to be able to say it's everything. Because I can now allow that feeling to marinate, and then later on come with how I want to express it. And this is what we can be as making the change, that we can come from a place that of what we truly feeling, and putting it into words that others can like as Ali shared, I could experience that too. Do you know what I mean?
The signals and the triggers are out there.
Oh,
but it's all happening inside.
Amen. There's it. Let's go. Let's go.
And we begin to say, well, that out there is the truth, not what's in here is the truth.
Yeah, because that was told in the pattern of our society, because we are in a society that told us, no, you wrong, we right.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So no, you have to deny
this way.
It has to be this way. You deny. You denied. You're not yet to be. You're not important. For example. I know better. The superior whole, I know better, you don't know anything. That's the danger. That's the danger.
Yeah, we revise our inner truth to what is outside.
Yes. And what's acceptable also, hey? What's acceptable. Yeah.
It's taken on outer authority and kind of abandoning our own inner authority.
Is it? Meanwhile, we have the power. Without us, nothing can come from anything. And that's when we have to go within and say, first, what I want to create, what I'm choosing, and how I want to feel. Honestly, these are the three things that I think, and to express that and express it. No matter if it's uncomfortable for other people. They go, oh, why are you laughing? Why you find, why is it happy, for example? Oh, come on, like, is that a trigger for you that I'm happy? Not everybody is happy because everything's working out. It's a choice. You choose it. You choose to be happy. You choose to go into your heart and be grateful. We all have that. We all have it. We don't check in. That's the only thing. We're checking out every single day. We're checking out. We're not checking in. And this session is checking in, baby. Check in. And lock it in. Become it.
Yeah, it's like you check out your environment, check out the lay of the land before you decide how you're going to present yourself to it.
Amen. I tell you, if there's freedom, if I ever wanted to experience freedom, now freedom is something people don't like to use, but I'm just saying the freedom, I receive it today. I gotta tell you, I know what freedom feels like now. I not thought about it. I experienced it yesterday, just observing and going through and how wonderful the dynamics of these relationships have formed into something that is just brought out the 3 Gs, but not only that, to bring out everything that is new.
Choice is freedom. Choice is freedom.
Choice is freedom. That's it. There's a choice is freedom.
And freedom is a feeling. And so when we realize that, I am free to choose, and I am free to feel. And even just as Ali shared that, we dove into it to say like, and it's like what we can begin to practice, what we've practiced here is to say, that out there makes me feel this way. Why? Why is my past memory doing that? And then we compare it to, is that what I want? That is examining, that is becoming aware, that is putting focus into.
That's it. Oh, we could just take a moment and just pause and just take that in, because I got to tell you, that was, that is what it is. Choice is freedom. And how do you want to feel? It's really beautiful.
What we're doing is we're taking these feelings that we want to feel and we're wrapping words around them. That is life.
I can cry now. I can cry. So much releasing happening right now. It's like music to my ears. I honestly, I can cry. I'm releasing so much now.
That is our life's expression, to express outward, to come from in to out, express that. And so it's those feelings that we are working to put words around. Now, the majority of people run it the other way. They run it backwards. They say, oh, that out there makes me feel this way.
Yes, come on.
That is powerless. That is giving power away. That is not being in control. That is a victim. That is not freedom.
Right.
That is trapped.
Oh, just on this note, let's stay here for a bit. Oh, Jesus, thank you.
Now, if our life feels trapped, it is because we are giving our focus, our choice, we're giving our feelings to things out there. We're responding to our environment. We're responding to our old habits and patterns, our past memories, unaware, don't know how to, and don't believe that we can create future memories every moment of now.
You have nailed it. Okay? Nailed it. I tell you, this moment right now, we are creating the future. Right now, this moment, this present moment, we are creating a new future. Wow. This is the now. Future.
And that is the power of the words, the gathering. We're gathering the words, gathering the feelings, gathering future memories.
Listen, everybody. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Yes, I can. Yes, baby. Yes, I can. Listen, man. This is it. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you can just listen to this, have your ears wide open now. Oh, and receive this. This is this is it. This. Thank you. God Almighty, only in my dreams, only in my imagination could I ever thought it was going to ever be possible. And to think how good it feels. How good it feels. Because only, like Craig says, you got to be on the other side of death, baby. You got to know, you got to approach death, and you got to know that there's life. There's life. And only if you could imagine, only if you could just imagine how amazing it could be. Let me tell you. Yeah, baby, it's here. It's right here. You don't have to do anything, nothing you need to do. Just receive. Yes, Dad. More of this. More of this. Ooh, no holding back here, my dear. No holding back. I'm taking it. I'm holding on to these rails and I'm going for this ride on that wave, because this is not a high and a low. This is a state of mind. This is the state of mind. This is a whoosh. Beyond you can imagine what you can be, what you can just feel.
This is a way of life, Nikki.
This is
the way of life.
I'm standing now. Just gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm standing. We do a warrior, okay? Warrior 1 is a warrior. We take our arms out, we take our feet out, and we take it, okay? But I'm actually surfing the waves. I'm standing, but I'm feeling like I'm on a surfboard. I just feel like it. Today, I just feel like being on a surfboard. So I'm on a surfboard, baby, okay, with a warrior, because that's what I practice. And I got my balance. Yeah, I got my feet on the ground, got my arms out, and I'm waiting for the wave just to come and take me. This is what I'm feeling. Man, oh man, oh man, does it feel good. Who would have known? Only me, only God, only me. Thank you. Thank you for taking me. Thank you for taking me on a wave. Thank you. Thank you. That I can just take it. Sit. Thank you. Yeah. And I can get up again and take it again and again and again and again. And there's just again and again. And that's, to me, that's abundance.
You know, it's like we put the feeling that we want out in front of us, and we use that as our compass.
Oh, Lord, thank you. This
isn't that what children do?
Amen. This is it.
Yeah, that's a North Star.
Yeah,
children that don't have words. We don't have words yet. So what is it? We put that feeling out there and do what we want through that. We do that feeling. We express that feeling through it. That's how we learn. Somewhere along the way, it got backwards when we learned the words.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We got told that the information was more important than the feeling.
Is it? Yeah. And then we had to, go with that.
Yeah.
And that wasn't what we were. It was what others.
It's not what humans are designed to do.
Yeah.
It is what society says to control the human. To limit that.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. Eh?
And that comes from suppressing your emotion. Yeah, don't bring that emotion to work. Don't bring it to life. Don't express it.
Yeah.
Just follow the information and you'll be fine. Trust me.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't trust yourself. Trust someone else.
Trust someone else. You know, when you realize that, I used to think, and I don't say it in any kind of negative, but I used to see my mother as a superhero as a child. I saw her as a superhero. I just felt like this woman is a superhero, like nothing she can't do. I'm just saying.
Most children, I say most children do. Up to some point.
But then I realized that when I came to a place in my life and go, oh no, hang on a minute, no. She's just as frail and sensitive and needs love as much as we all do, And then I realized that, and then I could give that to her as much as I wanted it from her. I could give it to her, you see. But then my need for that was, just came a wound for me. Because then I thought I needed to give it to everyone to deserve love. So there was my default, because I created a wound in myself. And now that I can realize and look at that and say, there's nothing I need to do to deserve love. I am that I say I am.
Well, you do there what you do to receive love is to give love.
Amen. Yes.
But in a different way.
But in a different way.
The how-to is different, yes.
Yes.
Just a shift in perspective.
Yes. Yes.
Until you realize that you actually are love.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's my true nature. I can say that. It is my true nature. And it's my purpose to be. I wouldn't say it was a weakness, but my dad always thought loving is weak.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying what came up for me now.
Men do, right? It's to be
and my dad
angry
actually
and be fearful.
Yeah, and that's what he drove me to fear.
Strong, right? Love cannot be loving.
No.
Love cannot be. Love is not strong. That's the word.
No. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It can't even be strong.
Yeah. And it was.
Those are the unspoken structures that society has built up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like yet in a marriage that the woman wants the man to love, yet in society they tell us we have to be strong. How fucking confusing is that?
That's very confusing.
Yeah. And the two of them can't coexist at the same time, right?
Yeah, right. Or you turn one on when you go out into the world and then turn it off when you come home.
Yeah, no, yeah.
How ridiculous and how confusing and how I mean, just as confusing as we want to express ourselves, yet the world says don't do that.
It's
that's the source of anger and frustration.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, and then you realize all that time my dad had a very big heart. My dad actually had a heart of laughter.
Yeah, a heart that wasn't allowed to express itself.
Yeah, right. He wasn't allowed to express himself. And it was so much pride there that he even said that one time he said that he was a laughing child. He was called the laughing child. And I said, when did that stop? And he said around about 10. I went, oh. And it was just a question, a random question that I asked. And I'm surprised that he answered me, but he did. And I went, oh. And now that it came to me, you know. So, yeah. And how we express it in so many different ways, you know, people think, oh, you didn't love me or whatever, and go, no, you're actually wrong. I actually did love you. Yeah. But people also express it in different ways, you know. Some in touch, some in self-service, some in words of affirmation, some in giving gifts, you know. But if it's not your love language, then yeah. And I think what's important here in a partnership or in a relationship is not just to give what you can give, but give what you know that that person needs. So you can love somebody in gifts, but if it's the words of affirmation that they're actually desiring, then give them words of affirmation. Tap into what they need, not what you can give, also what they need. Because you can be giving act of service, thinking I'm doing so hard work and I'm doing this and I'm providing and I'm this and that. But if it's physical touch, if it's touch that they need to be touched and hold and hugged, and then no matter what service you give them in providing for it, they need the touch. Then they feel loved. You follow? So it's the love language that we also need to be aware of. Giving is one thing. What you can give is very important because you're also giving it to yourself. This is what's important. If you're gonna give, if you want love, you give love. If you want kindness, you give kindness. Because what you give, you will receive. It's a sow and harvest time. It's seed and sowing. It's the seed, whatever you want to sow. But when you come into a relationship, and there is a love language that they are seeking from you, because everyone is seeking something. Till they can validate and know that this is what they can give to themselves, they are seeking it for others, because that is what a relationship's about. It is. So when you can give what they truly need, then they go, okay. Yeah.
And that's a whole other level of listening.
Yeah, and a child needs all five. A child needs all five. It needs to be validated. It needs to be touched. Act of service and providing and nurturing. Giving gifts. Little things. So yeah.
And if we focus on fear, we will spread fear.
Absolute, yeah.
It is what we focus on. It is. And in all reality, the fear is masked with strength, and most of it is like a posing facade of being strong, which doesn't give what people want either.
Yeah. And I like how you said about trust, because trust yourself, because going through so much fear of growing up, that you could not trust others. Actually, you could not trust others. And that also makes you feel limited, because you think, oh, I gotta just won't be able to. And I think trust is so important in a relationship. Without trust, how can you grow if you don't trust? Honestly, trust. It's so vitally important to trust.
Yeah,
not just in others, but in yourself, but in each other. Like, just trust. Just trust. And not to have the fear of thinking, oh, this worst scenario, what you're thinking, that hasn't even happened yet. That's the fear. It makes you make stories in your head that is not true. But it becomes so ingrained that you fearing it, that you're vibrating it. You're literally creating it because you're energetically showing it. And that person picks it up and then actually goes and does something that you actually fear. Honestly, this is what happens. But when you have that feeling of allowing to say, trust. Because you don't really know, really, what people have to do also. work night shifts, work late, traffic, stay in the traffic for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And there your mind's just going, oh yeah. It's like you can play a movie in your head and go, no, what are you entertaining here? What are you just get out of your head. Do something that's productive, go to sleep if you have to. Read a book, do something, but don't entertain that nonsense, because it's nonsense. And then the person comes, well, let's just say the person comes walks in the door, and you're immediately on their case. You're on their case there. You're like telling them, oh, where you be? And you think, gee, I've just been in traffic for an hour and a half, and yeah, you coming and just like with all the demands. Yeah, you got to do this, you got to be this, you got to know this is broken, this is happening. Fix it. It's like, you kidding me? Like, give me a chance. Let me just wake up, People demand the demands on each other. Oh my God, there's so much demands. Because it's fear. It's the fear that it drives you to that. It's not you, it's just that fear, man. It takes you. Go, oh my God, what is going on? Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting. The fear plays the worst scenarios in your head. Worst. Very good. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
And and how that fear drives consumption.
Mm-hmm.
How that fear drives spending, how that fear, do you see it in our society, how fear drives that consumption, and companies want us to consume, so what are they going to continue to feed us? That is how advertising works. That is how politicians are getting votes.
Control.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Restriction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just love how we can think. I just love
under
how
the
we
guise
can
of
think
freedom.
now. Yeah.
It's restriction that's presented as freedom.
That's right. That's right, Craig.
It's a big lie.
It's a big lie. And that's why we take our power back, literally by thinking. Allow to ask the questions. Ask the questions.
Yeah, by feeling the question.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
feeling the question.
Yeah.
That is the only way we're going to find out what is true as we move into this. As we move into this new era.
Yes.
Technology,
yes.
Right? And people are.
Yeah.
It's like we have to let go of what we've been told is true and find our truth.
That's it. That's it.
And Nikki, you hit it right on the head, is people have got to begin to start thinking for themselves.
Amen. There's it. That's what I say. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Isn't that?
And what I mean by thinking for themselves is creating a new, it's like question. It's like, oh, what is that? What does that mean? What is that it's like Allie looking at that baby, and it's like, oh, what is that feeling? Why am I having it? Right? And it's like when people talk, it's like they're saying that, and what is the feeling that I have, and why do I have it? Where's it coming from? And what do I want? Not what everyone else wants, because so much of it we want to go for the winner without even damn thinking about it. We want to be on the winning side without even thinking about it. I'm going to vote for the guy just so that I can say I voted for the winner. Oh my God.
Oh my. Oh my.
How useless is that?
Isn't it? I mean, geez.
Wow. Listen to this, Listen to this. Beautiful. This is masterclass, I gotta tell you, mastery, I gotta tell you, mastery, baby. The highest.
And
there's more coming, so hang on.
Yeah, baby. I am so into this alchemist of mastery, that it is oozing out of my pores right now. I'm feeling
here's what I got. This one's for you, Nikki.
Oh, every cell in my
for
body.
You, Nikki.
Ooh,
okay.
My Lord. God, contain me.
Listen to your heart.
Yeah.
And obey your inner authority.
Jesus, thank you.
I think that one was for me too.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I got to tell you, that was a message that God actually revealed.
Because that's what's true. That's the only part of this that's true.
That's it.
Is what your heart knows to be true.
Thanks, Craig.
Wow, Craig. That takes me right down to my birth. That's taking me right down to my absolute birth. And the reason now I understand the truth will set you free. That's the truth.
Yeah, and you could put another word in there. The truth inside will set you free.
That's it. This is what is just brought into this now understanding. Because it's all now, it's all in the now. Now, future, now, this moment. Ooh, memories, baby, now. And so to know that feeling with that time, and then allowing to know that you're in it, you're being it, you're living it. This is the platform where you get to say, okay.
Yeah, I am
take
it.
me now. Yeah.
I am that truth.
And that is this master class. This is to rediscover what each of our truths are, shape that into, well, better yet is, so feeling what our truth is, and then putting words to it so that we can make choices. So that we can begin to live it, live our truth, live our authority, live our inner expression.
Wow. I just want to say wow. For that.
May I flip a word?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Put meaning to it. Take the truth and put meaning to it. However that wants to express itself. So it might be words, it might be an action, it might be,
That's right.
it might be
That's right.
sending healing energy. It might be,
Mm.
you know, it could be any of that stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be one form.
It can be words.
It can be words. Yeah.
Like I heard her saying that kind of fits in here. It's like, preach the gospel to everyone, and if necessary, use words.
Oh yes, is it? Yeah. And whoever comes and hears, let them be free. That's what I love about this. It's the hearing, and then the being. Yeah. Becoming. Yeah. This is opened. Yeah.
Especially for you, Nikki, because that's your prime gift. Oh my God. Right?
I can't tell you, because if anyone hears this, because this is so like the different flavors of ice cream. Yeah. That's all I can express it. How to express it is all different flavors of ice cream. You know? I want a scoop of that. I want a scoop of this.
Yeah, but you happen to have super hearing, right?
It is like so incredible.
So it's like,
wow.
Yeah,
it's just wow.
Yeah, use it all, you know. And don't hold it back. Listen deep.
So Ali left us with the word for her day is openness. Just to listen to that word for ourselves and what that opens.
I got this one. Stay open 24/7.
Yeah. I heard open possibilities. Open possibilities. What could? Yes, and that's what I heard. I love creating, you know. I realized that I love creating, but more important, I love to create this now moment, but also to have memories that I can look back and remember this now. To me, this is my memory. This is me. This is my memories. I don't need to go on any vacation. I don't need to go on holidays. I don't need to, you know, I'm creating my memory. I'm creating this now moment. And having to be in this now moment to feel, but to be different, feel different, see different, hear different. It's magical. I feel like I'm on just water. I'm just flowing.
And it is how memories are made. Memories are always made in a moment and how we remember that moment.
Yeah, and how it felt.
Yep. And
how it felt.
Most of our lives we go through unaware of that, and we just remember the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
As a memory. Now, the reason we remember that is because of the feeling. And then the story we attach to that feeling. That all a memory is. past, present, and future doesn't matter. It's all about the story and the feeling.
And the choices and the choosing.
And I call choices the story, you bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what we made it to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes backwards in time and it goes forwards in time. So most of the time we think of stories as the past and choices as the future.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Love that. You know what comes up for me with the truth? I ask, God many times, like, what is the truth that sets you free? Like, what is that? I want to know the truth because that's what I've always chosen for, the truth. My truth, the truth. And I was walking down in my neighborhood, and it actually came to me when it said, and it actually says in the word, in the Bible, it says, the truth will set you free if you continue in it. If you continue in it. And then I really got lit up when I heard that, because it gave me completion. Like, it gave me, oh, that's it. Okay, I'll continue. And in my confusion, because I was very confused at the time, very lost, very sad, frustrated, all those low vibration energies I was carrying. And then I said, okay, I'll continue, I'll just continue in what I'm doing. I'm just going to continue. However it shows up, I'm going to continue. And that's where the discernment had to come in. The people, the choices, the whatever, in every aspect of what I was putting in my body, what I was associating with, who I was, what conversations, what I was reading, what I was watching. Everything started changing. And I thought, oh, but I used to watch that, but no, I don't want to watch that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't. Yeah. Because I understood what was happening if I did allow that to come in, and how it would disturb me. It would disturb me. I would be very disturbed. Like if I went into a place like an after party or something that we used to do, and I used to really like it, I used to get very disturbed when I left. And I wondered, what is that? And then I realized, I make people uncomfortable. I make people uncomfortable because I don't drink. I do. I don't say I don't drink, but I don't drink. I make people uncomfortable because the choices I do when I'm sitting and having a meal, I make them uncomfortable. It's just a natural thing. They'll gravitate and go, oh, you're not going to have that, Nikki? And I go, oh, let me see. No, thank you. Oh, why not? And they'll question it. And I say, well, I shouldn't just choose, not today. I don't think I won't say. I just said, no, I don't want it today. And when I say it like that, it gives a little easy off. Yeah, because then they go, oh, not today, but maybe tomorrow, hey? I go, yeah, maybe tomorrow. Because I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. I'll decide when, I don't say I'm not going to have it, because I don't know how I'm going to be tomorrow. You follow? It is in the now moment of what I'm choosing and how I want to feel. So, when there's change, it does make people uncomfortable. It's going to make people uncomfortable, especially people that know you and associate with you, know you, and they go, oh, yeah, but you did that. You were that. So how come now? I go, yeah, you're right. I did make those choices, but that's all I knew at the time. I was just trying to, figure out things for myself. And I failed miserably. Let me tell you, failed miserably. When I tell you fell flat on my face, man.
Did you really?
On my face. Oh my God. Like deep in mud. And I had to drag, like literally every ounce of me, pull myself up. There was
Why do you call that failure?
I say it because I had to allow myself. It's not the failure, because now I understand failure is a process. I understand that now. The actual, but because of me feeling such a retard and felt so out of place that if I did fail, I would just not succeed. I wouldn't be able to, it was all about winning in my life, in my family, in my structure at the time of growing up, and that was because of somebody else's choices that they were choosing for themselves that they didn't complete, and then they wanted to complete it in me,
I'm just wondering why you're still calling it that.
Calling what? The failure?
Why are you calling that experience a failure?
No, it's not anymore. I can say now, if I get into the experience of now, I realize I thank you for those, because nothing is a mistake.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking you the question. Why are you still referring to it as a failure?
Because I think
if it's not anymore.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct with that. But it is a process that I was experiencing. What was failure to me? Now I understand that now it's not a failure. Now I can take the risk of not getting it right. That's what I mean. So and to feel that I can allow myself to evolve, in a new. Because this is what's happening right now. It's all new for me.
So that people where they are can hear what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's one thing doing the jump, but it's also taking the steps. So it's the steps that actually take you to where, the progress of going for what you want, what you choose, what you love.
Just read chapter 7.
I can't read chapter 7 and 8.
And then you'll understand what I'm getting at.
I know. I love you for that. I'm loving you. I'm loving you. I'm loving you. Trust me. This is like that most. Well,
I'm loving you thing. Too. That's why I'm talking about.
Let me tell you, I am loving you right now. Like I'm clapping. Like actually, I'm trying to just be human right now, because I know that. I'm just like a loose cannon. Trust me on that one.
Our intentions also have timing. And
totally.
the intentions will go forward. Like when we're growing, we look to the forward, Greg, which is what you were asking about. It's like, oh, that's going forward with it. And then where Nikki was sharing with, is what I heard, was she was reflecting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it.
Giving meaning to the reflection of how others, where they are, can move forward from where they're at.
Yeah.
Because we have to have that. We have to have that connectedness, that relatability to say, oh, this, I am here. This is leading people. I am here and I want to be there. That's what we're doing here.
That's it. Yeah. And resonating and allowing to say, it's all in the progress. It's all progress. It's all progress. And keep trying, Don't give up.
And keep our conversations dance between the two. Now, what is important, Craig, is to notice when we're in one or the other way too often.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh, wow. That was so well explained. That was good.
No, it's reflecting and creating. That's what life is. Reflection and creation. Reflect and creation.
Where you were and where you now.
Feedback, choosing. Feedback, choosing.
Feedback, choosing. Feedback, choosing. And that whole, when you look at the book, the stimulation, germination, and completion, the 3 creative structures that we also have to go into, and that's what it tells, where you can stay, where you start is where you are now, and how much growth and how much you've learned, and how you can be in this now moment of creating just because you love it. And that's what I feel right now. And that's what's so special. Very special. It's actually quite beyond special. I don't even know there's a word for it. It's epic. It's just so much, so much to be.
And everyone's unique calling or gift or purpose will depend on which side, where your focus is. Your gifts will determine which, like with your gift of your intention is whatever it is in your purpose in your world will determine whether you're more in the reflection, sharing stories, bringing people to where you are, or leading to where they're going. And it may not have to do with anyone else. But we do relate to stories. We do learn better when we create our stories. We verbalize them out loud. We refine them. We get insights from them. And I think that's why we can speak. It's because we can learn the fastest that way. We can create shortcuts.
Yeah, shortcuts. Yeah, together.
Because that is probably my intention, is to make complex simple through shortcuts.
Yeah. That's right. Wow, that's beautiful. Hey? Beautiful. Yes.
Yes, and to find the shortcuts.
No, to create them.
Both.
Yeah. Yes, and. All right, guys, I'm complete for this morning.
Yeah, me too. I gotta thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Thank you.
It's 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Bye for now.
Yeah, bye, guys. Thanks. Morning.
Okay, big love, everybody.
Thanks, Greg.